Hi, I'm Tori and I've left MAGA. What originally attracted me to MAGA was I grew up really poor, and the idea of a president who wouldn't take a dime from his presidency really resonated with that piece of me, as well as patriotism. He sold patriotism wrapped up in a bow very nicely. A very big breaking point for me was January the 6th. Patriotism does not include claiming a presidency that you did not earn and asking people to storm and attack our Capitol. And from there, it really spiraled into me learning a lot about Donald Trump and the things he has done and the things he has said. I'm speaking out now because there are a lot of people on the fence about leaving, and I want them to understand that there are people who have done that and who are avid, staunch supporters of speaking to the other side. There's a lot of criticism we face when we speak out against it, which is absolutely valid and fair. However, for us to move forward, we need to get more people out, and they need a safe space to land. Thanks.
News tonight about the American economy, prices, and jobs. Home Depot revealing plans to raise some prices because of President Trump's tariffs. Executives announcing the decision after quarterly sales reports came in lower than expected. And John Deere says it will lay off more than 230 employees at 3 factories because the demand for equipment is down, calling it, quote, a challenging time for many farmers.
So I'm here at Home Depot getting some stuff for the move we just did, and saw something very interesting. If you think the tariffs aren't affecting things, and you think the recession's not coming, and you think prices aren't changing, I just saw Home Depot and the DeWalt reps raise something by $100. They went from $249 to $349. They said it's their biggest seller, and they said it's not the only thing that's going to change in price today. So May 1st, everything's changing. And it's not just DeWalt.
So a lot of people are actually facing layoff right now. It's becoming a norm, okay? And for some companies to decide to shut down their company just because of this, okay? Policies have been passed that are actually affecting a lot of companies right now, and they have decided to pack up no matter what and move on with their lives, okay? Or even channel their finances to places where their companies are, or starting up a new company in countries that give them the opportunity for them to express themselves, do their thing, and also make more money than pay taxes on companies that are almost bankrupted. So a lot of people are now facing layoff just because of this decision that some of these companies are making. Okay, let's even talk about it, right? Because people are actually freaking out on the internet right now because of the mass layoff that is happening, and no one is mass hiring. You guys, that's a big word. Anyway, guys, let's check out some of the clips I gathered for you guys. Then I'll come back with the commentary. Do let me know what you all think in the comment section, and credit to all creators on this video. So let's go watch, then I'll come back with the commentary.
So don't look at this as news, just think of this as straight comedy. So a certain someone's biggest supporter that has deportation checkpoints set up right outside its doors announced price increases due to the T word. I can't say it, but you know, comedy. Fuck around and find out. Y'all have a good day.
So, you know, something we never talk about is that Trump supporters that own businesses and run businesses will gaslight their employees, just like the sociopath narcissists in the White House. We don't talk about that, do we? We're going to talk about it right now. So tariffs were supposed to be a big boon for manufacturing. American companies were going to be forced to purchase from other American manufacturers so they don't have to pay the tariffs. That would result in an increase in manufacturing output, right? Which isn't happening. And it would have a direct result of jobs being created. That's how we were sold on this. So American steel, tariffs just hit August 1st. So that means companies would be buying American-made steel, right? And we'd be hiring steel workers, right? So why did Dearborn Works in Dearborn, Michigan, owned by Cleveland Cliffs Corporation, just lay off 500 unionized, loyal, long-term employees? Huh? They make American steel. Everybody in America that manufactures parts that need steel, we're supposed to be buying from American steel manufacturers like Dearborn Works. Why aren't they hiring a shit ton of employees? Why are they laying people off? Well, here's where the gaslighting comes in. The CFO of Cleveland Cliffs that owns Dearborn Works, he's a super huge MAGA, big MAGA donor. He made the rounds on Fox News helping to push the tariffs by coming up with his own term, make American steel great again, all right? So what does he have to say to the 500 Americans that are now out of work and out of benefits? The tariffs are working exactly the way they're supposed to work. Quote, unquote. Another beautiful example of gaslighting that MAGA voters don't understand. He also gaslit all of them by saying, we just have to wait until the big three ramp up production again. He knows that there are tens of thousands of component parts that go into making a car. And that no matter what, GM, Ford, Chrysler have to purchase imported parts because we don't make them here. And that results in the increase in the price of the car at a time when a shit ton of employees have been let go, including from the federal government, at a time when people are struggling financially. And so they're not buying cars. And that's not going to change with this orange dude in Project 2025 in the White House. It's only going to get worse. But again, to the beginning, my original point, owners who support Donald Trump are also narcissistic gaslighters. So hopefully that's another 500 employees. I'm sure many of them voted for Donald Trump. Maybe they'll finally have something going on up here to see that they just sold out their own interests. Yeah.
These people complaining about being laid off, mass laying off, and the things that are currently happening that's affecting a lot of people. You have seen people who are also complaining about selling off their properties just to move on to other places that life can be favorable to them. They have lost, jobs, and children have to, be able to live comfortably because we just have to find a job, okay, to take care of this kids, to take care of our life, to take care of everything. So somehow plans are not changing. People who have just one plan to survive, take care of their children, go to work, come back. Life has just been good all these years. But all of a sudden, one man's policy is changing a whole lot for a group of people. And that's why it's as if people are freaking out on the internet just because of that. Well, let's check out the comment section. And someone said, the universe is telling you that voters shouldn't elect people that have been bankrupt for 6 times. Okay. Another person said the devil came down to the US looking for souls to steal. 7 million sold them to him. Oh my God. Thousands of people being fired every month. No companies doing mass hiring. People losing homes and vehicles. Senators coming to the realization that they can afford to retire. The homeless population growing. Food banks being overwhelmed. Hundreds of thousands of people saddled with perpetual front loaded. High interest student loan debt who are getting their checks garnished if they have a job. Collective credit card debt in America over $1 trillion. But the stock market is up and the net worth of the top 1% is growing exponentially. We live in 2 separate and unequal universes in America. Let's even be real. People actually live in 2 different worlds right now. It's either you're poor or you are rich. Okay, somebody said that in one of the comment section yesterday and said, now in America, you cannot say that you are middle class. There is no such term right now. It's either poor or rich. You got to choose where you belong. But of course, the 1% of the 1% still get richer by the day. Their children getting married to their children. None of them is going outside to spread the word. So somehow people are not realizing what they voted for against their own interests, against the interests of every other person. Even though you have people who are still supporting everything that is going on, but somehow, let's even be real, people are freaking out on a daily basis. With the whole mass layoff and nobody's hiring, with the whole mass layoff and nobody's giving anybody any free money anymore. Medicaid is being rolled away. Like, people can no longer afford to even live. Imagine when you don't have Medicaid because you are termed as able-bodied, okay? Yet able-bodied, no job, no money. How are you able to afford paying off your medical bills, paying rent, paying every other thing that needs to be paid for? So a lot of people are actually not understanding what is happening right now because things are no longer the way they are seeing it, and that's why you're seeing people freaking out online because now people are laid off, people cannot afford food, people cannot afford groceries because of the increase in groceries on a daily. Companies have to make money because they keep complaining that the tariff is affecting them. So somehow, if they get to buy something for $1, they have to add extra $1 to sell off so that they can also make profit. things are actually changing, okay? The way that MAGA saw it is not exactly how it is right now for them. And now a lot of them are not even understanding how life is for them. Anyway, guys, I would love to hear your own take about today's topic in the comment section. Share with me. Let's have that conversation. Please do well to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can say credit to all creators on this video. So I look forward to seeing you all on my next video. Please go ahead and like that video and do subscribe to the channel. See you all next time. Bye, guys.